Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we made a big reactor, and it's down there. It is currently off because big reactors will run indefinitely, even if you don't have like a place for the power to go. They will just continuously run and use fuel. So I've actually burnt through a lot of our Eulorium, and it's okay though. We have a lot of cyanite ingots, which is good, and this guy is completely full. So we have about 3.5, about 3.6, right? How much is this? That's only 10 million. That's not much. So we have about 3.5 billion RF at our hands. And if my calculations are correct, we can put the dimension that we lost all of our stuff in, put it into the down here. This will transfer 2 million RF per tick, so that's plenty to keep up with the dimension. And we should be able to go get our stuff. And if my math is correct, we should have like 7 minutes before the place collapses. But we're not going to take our time. I'll be honest. That's not something I want to do. But we have a lot of things to do otherwise. So I am currently trying to get the terrasteel seeds taken care of. I've gotten draconium seeds, making sure nothing was in there. Let's see, I've got draconium seeds and vibrant alloys taken care of. So we have a lot of seeds. I haven't gotten around to filling out the farm yet. We'll do that soon. But before we do anything else, I want to set up a couple things. So we have these cobblestone frameworks, and we're going to just put these right back here. Is this all output? I think, yeah, this is all output. So we're going to put these guys here. So these guys require power, and they will make us cobblestone. And what we can do, we can put crafters in them. I don't know if we want a crafter. But we can put the Ender.io crafter. How bad are these? These are not that bad. So we'd need some crafting tables. How many machine chassis? We have 3 of these. Do we want to do that? Let's make 2 of them. Alright, so we're going to need 2 crafting tables. And then 2 of the things. These guys. So that's just some solarium, silicon. We're going to need more solarium. Let's see. Let's get some gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need redstone. Is it 1 redstone each? Yes. And silicon. Alright, so nothing too major here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then zombie heads, which we don't have too many of, but we have enough. So let's get this all started. So first things first, let's get these guys going. Slice and splice. Get this going. We're gonna need some item conduits as well, and some energy conduits. So let's just look up conduits. And yeah. So what I placed down was cobblestone frameworks. We've gotten a few of those from various things. And what they're going to allow us to do is to make a lot of cobblestone. That's pretty much all they're used for. So we'll just set those in there. There is 2 Z-Logic controllers, nothing too difficult. And now we should be able to make 2 crafters. So the nice thing about the frameworks is you can add machines and whatnot to change what it makes. So both of these guys are going to get a crafter. And I believe it uses a little bit more power because of it, but you shall see what it does pretty much immediately. So we can add more crafters. Configure. I don't want... So it's going to keep a stack of those. Why is it making... That's not good. Anyways, what we can do is set up a compacting drawer. And the compacting drawer will get cobblestone. Compressed cobblestone, and this will go up to triple. So that should be easy enough. We can do insert, extract, always active, extract, always active. Now, it made some cobblestone walls. That's kind of whatever. Not much we can do about that, but it's good enough. So with that taken care of, we're going to get a ton of compressed cobblestone. We're going to get a ton of... Wow, that is really fast. We'll just let that set. So that is going to use some power. We still have plenty of power coming in, so it's not too much of a concern. Anyways, it is time for us to go get our stuff. We need to go grab our stuff from the dimension, and this is going to be pretty fast. We're not going to stick around the dimension. Item dislocator. Okay, we have one more item dislocator, so I'm going to take one with us. We have more longfall boots. Even if we didn't, these guys are incredibly cheap. Just some diamonds, obsidian, and iron. We have nothing else on us. I'm gonna put the dev null away. And do we have any like really crappy picks? We have a flint pickaxe. That will be fine. Just in case we need to get through anything or anything like that. So it is time for us to go back to the dimension, random 2, and hopefully get our stuff. So we have the longfall boots. We can shift click on air, and here is the thing. If we are not quick, we will run out of power and die again. But we need to get our stuff. We just need to go get our stuff. That's it. So let's turn the reactor back on. So this will start generating power again. We can put that in there, and all that power went right into there. So now we just need to teleport to the dimension and go quickly. We need to travel very quickly. So home, random 2, dial once. Home, random 2, dial once. Cool. So here we are again, and the dimension that collapsed. We can see our death. That's fine. The only thing I'm concerned about is that potentially... did I chunk load that area? I don't know that that area is chunk loaded. Anyways, there are creepers and all sorts of nasty things. What's going on? I just crashed. Alright, well, be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what crashed, but I got back in. We need to hold shift and hope for the best. Why am I constantly jumping? Okay, there we go. So I think first things first, let's get a little bit of cobblestone. Let's just do that. And the reason to get this is solely... Can you actually get up here? No. Alright, well, you're trapped. I'm worried about the creepers. Creepers are bad, in case you don't remember. But everything else is kind of whatever. So let's do this. Oh my gosh, why am I lagging so much? I don't like that. So... I don't know what to do about a lot of this stuff. So, broke my pick. That's bad. So we need to... we need to open this. Just put all the stone in there. And we have our armor. Looks like we do. Does it look like we have everything? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. We have our book, we have our flight, we have this. Alright, let's go home. Getting out of there and never going back. Alright, so that was an adventure. And now things are loading. We can fly again, and we've drained all the power. So I'm gonna let this stuff kind of sit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our rings, our cat ears. Gotta have our cat ears. Can't do anything without those. We have some accessories. What is this even? Snowballs cause damage. I don't even care about that. We have our witherless rose. We have our wrench, quest book. You know, we'll put that on. That's fine. Okay, so looks like we have pretty much everything. So with that turned off, this can run for now. We'll charge up this, and once those are full, then we'll fix things. But anyways, we have our stuff back. We have creative mode flight again. We have our backpack. Let's put that there. Switch this stuff around. We'll keep some things around in our inventory and whatnot, but for the most part, we don't have to worry about anything. So I don't plan on going back to another dimension for a while, just because of how much power requirements we need. The power requirements for this mod are heavily increased. Mod pack, whatever. But let's see, I know I had cobblestone devnol. There it is. Alright, so we can just control shift all that. I don't really care about cobblestone and stone, so we should have 2 dislocators in here. Did I put 1 in here? Alright, well that's fine. So quest book and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Whew. Well, that was close. Anyways, with that taken care of, I guess we'll put the dev null in here. And we can get back to work on everything else. So one of the big things that we need to start working towards is nether stars. We need to get a lot of nether stars for the nether star seeds. So the DireCrafting Table, for example, requires awakened cores, which are going to require, let's see, each one requires 4. So we need 4 of them. Each one requires 4 nether stars and 4 wyvern cores. 4 wyvern cores requires, in case you can't guess, it requires 1 of these each. So we need 20 nether stars for the 4 awakened cores. And I don't really want to go kill the wither that many times. That seems like a terrible idea because of the wither buffs and whatnot. So we need to grow nether star seeds, and in order to do that we need Awakened Draconium. So let's get our first batch of Awakened Draconium. First thing we need is Draconium. Actually not too difficult. We can't just make blocks of Draconium. Why would it be that easy? Why can't we make blocks of Draconium? Hold on. Draconium blocks. Oh right, we just need to melt it down. That's not a problem. So we can make plenty of Draconium from Draconium essence. And we're going to want 4 blocks. That is 36. 36 ingots. And we can go ahead and start smelting that down. That'll be fine. So that'll take a little bit of time, but who cares? Not a big deal. So the other thing that we're going to need is a bunch of draconic cores. Now that is a little bit more expensive, but I have been making a bunch of glowing magnalloy. I made a ton of steel. between episodes, just kind of while I was waiting for crops and stuff and power. So we have a stack of glowing magnaloy, which is great. Now, can we teach the system how to make... So I taught it how to make draconium. Can we teach it how to make draconic cores? Certainly. So I just want to make sure that it doesn't already know. Doesn't appear that it does. Cool. So we're going to need 16 draconic cores. And so this will tell us like what all we need and whatnot. Perfect. We have enough stuff. It's going to make some draconium, but other than that, it'll be fine. So in order to make Awakened Draconium, by the way, we can also use this draconium ore. What's the best way to do this? So enrichment chamber gives us 2. We can make draconium shards. That stuff we'll do later. Can we make draconium ingots? Pulverizer or draconium ore. So we can get rich slag with the sand and it doubles it. So that is a potential. Otherwise, pulverizing it might be the best thing. We cannot get draconium ore though, so we might not want to do that too much. Anyways, let's see. What all are we going to want to do? Do we already have... We have 2 blocks of draconium. We also have some blocks of gold. I don't know why we have blocks of gold. I'll be honest. Now, the other thing that we're going to want to do today, while that's all processing, let's make a dimlet scrambler. So we have a lot of dimlets in here. And unfortunately, not that many useful ones. So if we go through this, we have a lot of biome stuff. We have some chocolate. Is that chocolate milk? Liquid chocolate. Alright. Magma, nitrogen, phased iron, zinc. We have chickens. We can make a dimension of chickens if we want. But for the most part, like, nothing in here is super duper good. Compact equal stacks. We can put all this stuff in here. But something we can do, and I want to make sure that I have everything taken care of. I accidentally cycled while I was scanning some stuff, so I want to make sure that there's none of that stuff in here, and there's not. So something we can do with all of these other kind of useless dimlets is we can scramble them. And what that means is basically we put them through another machine. We put 3 into another machine as long as one of them is different from the other 2. I believe is the requirement. At least 2 should be non-craftable. Okay, so 3 known dimlets, 2 are non-craftable, and it will return a new random dimlet. And there are better. You can get better odds by infusing it, which we're not ready to do yet, but it will help kind of in general get more stuff. So we just need 2 repeaters. Easy enough. Redstone. Really should teach it how to make redstone torches. Sticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And dimlet scrambler. So just to kind of show off what this does, we'll put it right here. So if we look into our modular storage, let's see, we can sort by rarity. So let's go all the way to the bottom. We have a handful of R2s in here. So let's take 2 of these and 1 of these. Compact the stacks, because when you take them out, they like to break the stacks. And we put these in here. It'll scramble them and give us a random one. Terrain-filled waves. That's kind of boring, but if we cycle to the other one, what's the rarest thing we have so far? R5s. We have a few R5s. Not really anything that we want. So anything that's like a negative effect, we could always scramble. I don't know if we want to, but it is something we can do. So there's a lot of things we can do with dimlets. Eventually we're going to want a dragon dimlet. That's going to require a ton Just an absolute ton of power, though. So I don't think we're quite ready to do that. Now we can take on the Chaos Guardian if we want. I don't think that's a good idea anytime soon, but we can at least start working towards the more fun stuff. So we should have all of our Draconium blocks. We do. We're going to need our Dragon Heart. So I just want to make the Dimlet Scrambler just to kind of show that off. I might use it a little bit. I might not. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But we just need 16 Draconic cores. And we have them. Perfect. Now the last thing we're going to need is TNT. TNT. Some sort of explosion. So there should be a tiny TNT. Haha, there is. It's really cheap. It's just gunpowder and surge quartz dust, which we have a ton of anyways. And we are going to need a lever. And I want to verify that this is actually what we need. So we take a look at the Draconic Evolution tablet. We need to charge the Draconium. That's right. I forgot about that part. So it's only 10 million RF each. That's not too bad, right? So Dragonheart. So Draconic cores. That is what we need. Alright, so we have Draconic cores. Yes. I thought it was the first tier. I was pretty sure anyways. So we just need to charge these guys, which I believe we can do in here, right? And that one's charged. That one's charged. Cool, they're all charged. We'll let this continuously run. Oh hey, that's a quest. I don't think we have access to that quest yet, do we? Yeah, it's in Lambda. We have charged Draconium blocks. We have all of this. Like, when we actually unlock this quest, which I'm not entirely sure how to unlock it, we're gonna have like 5 quests completed. It's gonna be excuse me. I choked on my spit a little bit. Once we have that, it's gonna be kind of awesome. So before we go, I want to see. So that is okay. So that is chunk loaded. Cool. We are going to go to this area, the mining dimension, just because it's going to be easier to kind of work here. Don't care as much about explosions, so let's just come over here. We don't have to go that far away. Surprisingly, the tiny TNT does not make a huge explosion. So what we need to do is place 4 charged Draconium blocks. We need to place the tiny TNT. Actually, let's pick up this stuff just in case. I don't want to like break things, but we'll put the lever there. We need to just drop the Dragon Heart here. Make sure our magnet is off. We can flick this. It'll blow up the heart, or completely and utterly miss it. Alright, well, let's get some actual TNT. Whoops. So any sort of explosion works. For the most part, I don't... Ooh, let's test something. Because this is something we're going to need a lot of. There's a couple of ways to get a good number of Awakened Draconium. I don't know which way we want to go for. But do we have... Do we not have the Creeper statue? Creeper trophy, rather. I thought we had a Creeper trophy. It might be down here. Nothing in there. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't know if the Creeper trophy works. I think at one point it did, but then at another point it didn't. We don't have our magnet on. We can check here. That baby zombie is like... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I don't think we have a Creeper's trophy. That is a shame, but let's get some TNT. We're going to have to just make... Ooh, where's red? Oh, wow. TNT is expensive. Okay, let's make tiny TNT again. Let's just make more of it. and hopefully one of them hits, because I really don't want to have to use actual TNT. At least not at this point. So let's go back over here to our little area, and this time we'll put the tiny TNT down, put the lever, and put this directly on top. And so that should work. We'll know very soon. Evidently tiny TNT does not work. Okay, so not all explosions will work. There are other ways you can do it. Activate the Dragon Heart. Like I said, I believe the Creeper trophies used to work. I don't know if they still do. In this pack, they probably don't. For the similar reason as the tiny TNT not working, but that's fine. We can make this. This isn't that bad. So normal TNT. Go back to the mining dimension, and all we have to do is activate it. So this is where things are going to get a little bit, not dangerous, but a little bit more dangerous than normal. So we'll put that down, put the lever, activate the Dragon Heart. Why did that not work? That should have worked. I didn't mean to activate the lever, to be honest. Why wasn't that working? So activate the Dragon Heart on the ground, and drop the Dragon Heart on the ground and activate it with an explosion. That should have worked. Maybe it was just slightly late. The item didn't like register or something. Who knows? Anyways, let's turn our magnet off. We need another lever, another piece of TNT. I'll get it eventually. Lever. Put the dirt away. And let's try this one more time. So in order to 10-10-10 the Awakened Draconium, we are going to need to like we are going to need to do some stuff. So let's just put that down. Now this should activate it. And once it's activated, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And throw these relatively close as well. They'll get sucked in. And then it will activate the Dragon Heart. The activated Dragon Heart will then power up the Draconium blocks, and we'll have Awakened Draconium. Now, we'll have to have a new Dragon Heart for each set of Awakened Draconium. And does another explosion. I don't think that one causes damage. But there is... maybe it does. There is the Awakened Draconium. So eventually what we'll probably end up doing, because this has no EMC and we're going to need a good bit of it, we're probably going to actually use a thing called the Wand of Animation, but that's a ways away. So the Wand of Animation, this guy, we're going to need a couple soul crystals, so we'll have to go fight some more stuff. It requires infinity ingots and neutronium and infinity crystals, so we're probably going to need to get a few more Dragon Hearts before we can do too much with that. But once we have this, yeah, because we're going to need a lot of infinity catalysts. That's going to be a pain. I believe we have one of these ingots though. But the Wand of Animation is going to allow us to kind of duplicate, to duplicate the blocks of Draconium. So it'll be really nice. Now, before we can really do too much more, we're going to need to keep this stuff, this Awakened Draconium, and I'm going to use all 4 to power up the Nether Star Seeds. We'll have to change, I might actually, you know what, let's actually do that manually. So dirt, I'll come up with something. Now I do want to hit F7. So I guess we'll just do 3. This is the slowest way to do it, but it will work. And then we can do something like this. And we can start growing at the very least. I guess let's just get some sticks. And of course I'll do this off camera. I'm not going to bore you guys doing it on camera. So do we have a mattock? We do. And then we just need a bucket for water. Which I believe is right here. Cool. So we'll just do that. Hydrate all of those. We can put away the mattock in the bucket. Get our nether star seeds. And I guess for right now we'll do that. And that. So these will grow eventually. And we'll 10 the nether star seeds, and then we'll eventually get to plant 3x3 of them in the last millennium, but that'll take a while before we're really ready to do that. But whatever. So that will give us plenty of nether star essence, and in order to make this guy, we're only going to need C4. We're going to need 16 Awakened Draconium. That's 2 blocks. So we can actually do 2 10 of these immediately, which is kind of nice. So what else do we want to do today? I guess, the other thing I need to figure out, do we have an auto spawner? I think we talked about this last time. We have beetles. I don't think we could take the villagers in the safari nets. Let's find out again. So we put him down. We cannot shift click this guy or right click him. We'll have to put him back in the vial for now. Now there is another way we can try. So there is a safari net launcher. So let's try making that and see if that works. So we'll put him down. And capture mode. Nope. Is it because he's named? Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, if we're going to want to summon in villagers, because we are going to need villagers, that's fine. We're going to want a powered spawner. So this is not terrible. Do we have any powered spawners? I don't believe we do. So the whole reason we're going to want this is because we're going to need a lot of vibrant crystals. So let's just do it this way, just so it's easier. But we are going to need... Right, we tried to do this last time, didn't we? And you can't actually put the villager... You can put the villager in there. So... Spawners. Do we have anything... It's kind of normal? Combined with a powered spawner and enable to set spawn type. So can we do it this way? No. If we put this in there, we can't put the villager in there. Alright, so here's the other idea. We can actually make those broken spawners. Broken spawner. Can we make one for villagers? We should be able to, right? But this, I believe, has a recipe. Dark. Let's get 10 dark steel. Now the other thing we're going to need for the powered spawner, because I think this is the way you're supposed to get more villagers. Now we could always we could always do it the old-fashioned way and just use the oh, how do I describe it? How do I want to say it? We could do the old-fashioned way and just use vanilla breeding, but we're gonna need powered spawners eventually anyway, so making one is not the end of the world. Now I really wonder what is going to unlock the... I bet I know where it's at. Let's see. Here we go. It's probably one of these quests down here. Item Fabricator. Because glowing magnalloy is the kind of key to making draconium stuff. So I really don't know what is going to unlock draconic evolution. But do we have the dark steel yet? We do. So we can make more dark iron bars, and then something like this. That recipe is disabled. Okay, so that's usually how you made broken spawners. So I wonder... I'm gonna have to look into that. Broken spawner. Let's just take one of these. Can we like reset it or something? I wonder... because a zombie one of these would not be bad to have anyways. Okay, so that works. We can get 20 levels. That's going to use a lot of power. But we can check the recipes. Yeah, it's 25 million RF. It's quite a bit. And then there's some other stuff. So the big thing that we need is enticing crystals. And I don't believe there's any other ways to get villagers. So how is our power holding out? Ah, it's doing fine. And we are losing a lot of power, but it's doing fine. So we also have 300. Wow. I almost want to make another compacting drawer. I might do that between episodes, just so that we can get closer to the octuples. We're going to need bedrockium, and above that, we're going to need bedrock itself. So let's see, what else do we need in this? We need an enemy controller. I'll probably make that between episodes. We're going to need a bunch of diamond lattices. Let's make it just a stack of those. We can put those away. So if we want to make, we're going to need 8 of these. So we're going to need 16. We're going to need like a stack of nether stars. So this is going to be really important. Alright, are you done yet? You are. So now that we have that, can we? No. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get more villagers. That's all there is to it. But that'll be really important later. So let's see if there's any quests we can do, kind of just while we're here. I don't think any of this is going to unlock. I really need to figure out what's going to unlock more stuff. That unlocks a quest somewhere, but that's probably the final quest, and I care a little bit less about that. Theta, RF tools, and all this. We've already completed a lot of the stuff that we need to do, so I'm not worried about doing any more. Cyanite. Okay, we need a stack of cyanite. Well, I happen to have a stack of cyanite. That is easy. Claim reward. Poisonous reprocessing, so we can make the cyanite reprocessor, which is not terrible other than requiring demon steel. A decently high level. We also need the coolant port, which if we have the reactor casings, which I think we can make that. By the way, that is like half full already. That reactor, for as small as it is actually doing pretty good. So we have reactor stuff. So what was it, the thing that we needed? Coolant port. So I think we can make this. We just need a piston. Never taught the system how to make pistons. That's a shame. Anyways, reactor coolant port. There we go. We're going to get a reward back for that one. And it's good. So, Amulet of Growth, not that good. Alright, so the cyanide reprocessor I'm not really ready to do, but then we'll have to get plutonium, and then we can get lutecrite. We're going to need that later, and then making all of the turbine stuff. Turbines make a lot of power, but it's not something I've ever really done. The reactors have always been good enough for me. There's usually a better power source anyways, so there's that. Project E. So we really need to get into Project E. And we could start working on getting some of this stuff. The spirit binders are annoying, but not that bad. We need demon steel of the 8th magnitude. That is pretty nasty. Thorium rods, which we could probably go ahead and make. So let's go ahead and start making some of this stuff. So, Philosopher's Stone, I want to see is the energy condenser. I believe this is the thing we want. That requires dark matter, which is going to require both plutonium and H&L's fuel, which requires a Philosopher's Stone. Alright, so we need to make the Philosopher's Stone before we can make those. I want to make sure that is what I'm thinking it is. Alchemical chest stores more items. The recipe for that is really, really easy. Other than that, it requires H&L's fuel. So, and then this thing is like expensive. It requires infinity catalysts and infinity stars. So we're not going to get into that anytime soon. But we should be able to make the Philosopher's Stone relatively soon. So one thing we're going to need is orange plastic. We don't have any of that in there. We're also going to need, what was it? Energetic alloy blocks. Which we should be able to make a few of those. So there's 2 of those. And we'll get more later, so that's not too much of a concern. What else is here? The thorium rods. Let's go ahead and make the 4 thorium rods that we need. So we've gotten the thorium from working with trying to get the stuff we needed. 1, 2, 3. We need 8 of these. Trying to get the uranium, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So there's the 4 thorium rods. That's easy enough. Molecular assemblers we can make later. Demon steel is probably the hardest thing. So, you know what? I think, let's take a look at the quest book one more time. Let's go back up to, let's see, Gamma. What do we need in Gamma? We need bedrockium. Bedrockium is made from octuple compressed cobblestone. So I'm going to do this. Between the episodes, I'm going to make a compacting drawer. These we've made before. They're just kind of a pain. We need to make this stuff and pistons. In fact, let's teach the system right now how to make pistons. And that will make my life a lot easier. So in order to make these, let's see, we're going to need 8 pistons. So let's make 10, because why not? And that'll do its thing. We're also going to need red alloy wire. We have a few of them, but we're going to need more. We're also going to need some brass, which is just copper and zinc. So let's take a stack of copper. Do we have... Oh, cool. We can tell the system to make brass. We're going to need what? Just 4. So make 4 brass for us. We're going to need like 10 red alloy. So we can make more of these wires. That should be enough. And then the last thing we're going to need to do is just get a couple of crafting benches. We need a single compressed, and I believe we need 2 normal ones. So that's literally just wood. We'll make more of those. Why not? I don't know why I made more. So 2 compactors, and there is another compacting drawer. So let's grab item conduit. And actually, let's grab our key as well, our drawer key. Give me that. Thank you. Alright, so we'll just come over here. We take a triple compressed cobblestone. We can put this down. Put the triple compress in it, and that'll put us up to quintuple. We can lock these. And I believe we can do insert on brown, and then turn this to extract on brown, always active. And that should start filling up with triple compressed cobblestone. Which means all of this will start just kind of filling out and whatnot, and we'll be good to go. So, antlion magma crawler. I'm really gonna have to figure out how to get more villagers. That is one of my biggest concerns right now. But do we have any other... I find it weird that we don't have any other like compacting drawers or anything like that, but whatever. By the way, something else I want to mention. Let's grab a piece of dirt. Get rid of all that. We can keep those. I don't care. We can keep that as well. And let's get some bone meal, which we have plenty of. And something that I wasn't aware of, because double stacked flowers, so 2 tall flowers, you can actually bone meal the top, and you'll get more of the flour. So this is at least a way to get the dandelions very quickly and easily. Now, the lavender quartz, if we want more of this, allium, pink tulips, is any of these. Peonies are, I believe, a double. Lilacs might also be. So what we can do is, well, first of all, break this. Let's get another piece of dirt. And we have allium. So what we can do is just come over here, and I guess just right here, we'll make a little bit of a platform, something to look nice. Let's get quartz. Let's get the sunny quartz and the lavender quartz, just because why not? And we'll do something like this. You can light it up in the middle, just to make sure. We'll put sunflower like so. And then I know that the allium is not too tall. So if we go get some... let's see. Wrong chest. Let's put those away. We go get some bone meal. We can put this away, by the way. So if we put this down and we right click it, nothing happens. That's because there is no... it's not a too tall flower. So we can just cycle through this a little bit. And the lilac should be too tall. And I believe this is useful for making lavender quartz. And it is. So this way, we can get infinite lilac. Which means infinite lavender quartz as well. So this is just kind of a simple little thing. Later on, we're not going to really need those because we'll have EMC, but for now, they look nice. So we put those away, and yeah. So I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I am going to get to work. I've got a lot of work to do with this guy. Oh, it's not quite ready. I thought it was. So we can speed it up with a watering can. But as soon as it's 100, it should spread. Yeah, and then it makes a cool little feature. But I am going to 10 the Nether Star seeds. And then we're going to get Nether Star Essence, which, hey, 9 of those makes a Nether Star. And that's going to be how we get Nether Stars from here on out. So I've got some work to do. And next time, we're going to try to get close, if not actually make, depending on how many Nether Stars I get, I'm going to continue with like this stuff as well. And the cobblestone down below. And I'm going to try to start planting some of the stuff, maybe. I don't know. Part of me wants to kind of organize everything a little bit better than I currently have it. But that's something I will kind of focus on later and whatnot. So there's a lot of work to be done, but we'll get there. And I'm going to tin those. Next time, we might try to make our first DireCrafting Table. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!